It's time. Story number 1. Roommate troubles. This actually happened to me a few years back at the University of Arts in Philadelphia. My sophomore year, I roomed with a girl named Cara. She was a jazz vocalist, but her main interest was opera. We had a small room on the 6th floor of a dormitory called Juniper Hall. The walls were thin and her last night singing and voice practices would keep me up late. After a month or so of lost sleep, I convinced her to move her last night practices to the music studios in the Merriam Theatre building a block away. Around 8 o'clock, one evening, Cara announced that she would be practicing late for an upcoming recital and probably wouldn't be home till around midnight. Great, I thought. That means I can go to bed early. I was beat. I had a horrible day in acting studio and was ready to pass out soon as I had dinner. She said good night and left coffee and sheet music in her hand. I made some grilled cheese and soup, gobbled it down immediately, began to prepare myself for bed. By the time I got out of the shower, my eyelids were so heavy I could hardly brush my teeth. I pulled on my pajamas and crawled into the top bunk of our bunk bed. I was out as soon as I hit my head on the pillow. I should take a second to describe the layout of the apartment. When entering the apartment, the bedroom was through a door immediately to the left. Our bathroom was inside the bedroom, just as the bunk beds. Anyway, I woke up to the sound of the apartment door closing. I opened my eyes and groggily checked my phone. Midnight on the dot. I rolled back and closed my eyes. I hear Cara enter the room in front of the bunk bed, checking to see if I'm actually asleep. I thought she'd flopped down on the bed below me, which was strange, as she's a stickler for brushing her teeth and washed up before bed. The examiner just around the corner below me cracked and was silent. I couldn't even hear a thing. I started to drift off again. As I was on the edge of deep sleep, I woke up. A key in the lock, the door opening, and Cara entering our apartment, humming an opera tune. The mattress below me creaked. Story number 2. Instant messaging. It all started on the 14th night of March, the night of their parents' anniversary. It was a wonderful sunny day, if memory serves, surprisingly warm before the beginning of spring. The beautiful was weather. Oh, did I say the beautiful was weather? I mean the beautiful weather. Was perfect for the atmosphere of the day. Being married for 20 years is obviously a momentous occasion, so my parents had booked a table at our favourite Italian restaurant. Of course, this was a formal occasion, so I had to put my best suit on. It was 5:33, and since I'm a dyslexic, I just see words differently. As I was straightening my tie, I received a message. That's strange, I thought. That never happens. I checked my message. It was from my mum. It was quite a jumble of numbers and letters since I was dyslexic. I could make out the legible phrase, "Please help me." It should go without saying that this worried me greatly, so I immediately replied, "Are you okay?" Just as instantly, I got another text which read, "Oops, pocket text." I sighed off with all the relief I had and continued to prepare myself. A few minutes later, I received yet another message, this time from my dad. I checked again, and once it was a massive mixture of letters and numbers with the phrase, "Please help me," concealed within. Creepy, though this was my dad. My dad was always a joker, so I presumed he was just joking around, until I saw another text saying, "Oops, pocket text." Now the spark panicked. Pure, unmistakable panic. Exactly a minute passed when I received the same message from my sister. Exact same thing that my mum and dad had seen. This could not be coincidental. It just couldn't. In a state of sheer anxiety, I ran out the restaurants, made it a quarter of the way before stopped by a police officer. "Main road closed," he said. "Huge car crash." This was the exact moment I realized what happened. I demanded to see the wreckage. A request, I'm surprised, was allowed. When I got there, it was remnants of the car that caught my eye. Not the flames billowing, not the fire coming out of the vehicle. No, I was horrified to see my lifeless corpse of my mother, father, and sister. I asked for the estimated time of their death. All three of them were killed instantly by the collision at 5:32. Story number 3. Headlights. I was driving and I picked up someone from a taxi and they came in. As I was driving halfway, I realised that we hadn't spoken. We continued driving. I looked back. I saw in my rearview mirror, see how the person was doing. I could see her, but there was something off. It started to worry me, so I spoke up. Madam, are you all right? She said, yes, thank you, in a very dense way. I thought it was quite odd that this person was not speaking up, as I was a nice person. But sooner on, I looked in my rearview mirror to realise the lady was gone. I screamed, got out my car to look around, and then I came back in, decided she was gone. I drove home and lay down. Then I heard creaks under my bed. I peered under to see the lady I picked up. Thank you guys for watching. I know I haven't posted in a while. I have loads of things to keep up with. And yes, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you very much. Bye. And hopefully I can get an animation out. Just hopefully.